little something. Go ahead, man. Break it down.
When you really break it down,
We're just two honks and a Negro serving the Lord. We're just two honks and a Negro singing our song.
Bing, bada boom.
What's good?
What is up, people? Welcome back to another end of the week. Boys, how is it?
How is it? Looks great. Sun's out. It's kind of cold though, but other than that,
It's gonna be hot this week though. It's gonna be 90
oh shit.
Monday.
Look at that, people. A little weather recap for you. Sometimes you got to pay extra for that, but we bring it to you for free.
Yeah.
We don't know where you are in the world and whether or not it's going to be 90 degrees where you're at, but you know, right here, it's going to be hot. It's going to be warm. It's going to be toasty.
Put your deodorant
It's
on.
just going to get a little darker outside those
Seriously,
days.
put your deodorant on.
Hey Tim, make sure you check your apartment, dog.
Why?
See
I don't know,
that?
I
He's
just-
bringing
I-
you news.
I just seen this video of this lady that was living in this nigga's cabinet for a year. And she would come out, you know what I mean, when the nigga wasn't home in that night, and she would, you know what I mean, do what she needed to do. So
See, this
just
is
check
Jay's
your shit, dog.
algorithm. Cabinet squatters.
That was in an apartment.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
He
dude,
just
nowhere
started to
safe, man.
notice food missing.
Nowhere safe
So
anymore,
he
bro.
put in so then he put in cameras inside his crib. to see
Honestly,
what's
that could
going
be. That could
Was
be.
this Danny?
That could possibly happen to me because there are times where I'm running down the street. I leave my door unlocked. Yeah.
on. And fucking
You
grab
just
these
slide
guns
right
and
up in
just
your
start
cabinet,
shooting-
dog. You
just
just
start
come in
shooting
all your
every
pockets
fucking
pants,
closed door that you got in your crib.
Hey, she's locked in with me. That was
What you
rapey.
did, Tim? You
That
got
was
to
a
turn
little
it
rapey.
into, that shit was about to turn into Black Snake Moan real quick. I don't have any radiators, but she's gonna be chained to
I
something.
meant women are equals. All right, they can get these hands.
I think there was a story lately that there was a bunch of chicks that got arrested for beating up their dudes. Can't recall though. Cannot recall. But what is up, boys? You just going on this week? Has anybody had any notable life-changing experiences this week? They would like to recount their stories. Tim, you said you nodding your head like you've had one.
Kind of, yeah.
Tell us.
So I had
this story upon us.
I had a job. This has nothing to do with the story, but I had a job. I had to
You
go
hear
to a
that, people?
prison.
He had a job.
I had to go to I had to go to a meeting in the
He
morning.
had to go to a protest.
At like 10 o'clock at a prison, and then I had to go to a state barracks for something. Has nothing to do with the story, but it was kind of far away. But I had to bring an 8-foot ladder. I drive a station wagon. And I didn't really
What kind of station wagon, Tim?
Subaru Outback. Great car.
Mm.
Great car. Yeah.
Great car for lesbians.
Bitches love them. They're just not into me.
Lesbians.
But anyway, so I borrowed.
Have you ever been hit with that? Have you ever been hit with a nice car? By like a fucking black dudes?
Black dudes say I have a nice car.
Really?
Hey, I thought you were at Home Depot the other day.
Yeah, I do get. I've gotten compliments. from
You
black
never had a
people.
dyke. You never had a stud come and try and.
Yeah, one
stud
punched
you
me in
out?
the arm. Was like part of the club, and I was like, yeah.
A stud did?
No, I'm just joking.
Oh, that would have been sick.
I
You're like,
bought my-
well,
no,
funny enough, it was while I was working at Home Depot.
I had my dad's truck out. I had my dad's truck,
Mm-hmm.
and I was picking up from my parents' house, and I was like, you know who lives down the street? Mark Carmelingo. So I went in Mark Carmelingo's driveway. I called him. He said he was sleeping. I said, come outside. He said, no, I'm sleeping. I'm like, I'm out front. He's like, no, you're not. Honk your horn. Honk my horn. He went, fuck. So me and Mark had a little taco date. We went.
What time is this?
This is like 4 or 5 o'clock.
In the morning?
I wasn't doing it. No, during the afternoon.
In the afternoon.
What
Yeah.
taco joints open at 4 a.m?
For late
Yeah.
night, John.
So we got margaritas, tacos, then we met up with Nick. Anyway, I was dropping Mark off later that night, and I'm going down Mount Road, and I hit like a pothole or something. I popped 2 tires, sidewalk.
God damn, dog.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
stuck.
So I pulled into Martin's.
Couldn't have happened to
side-
a better person.
Pulled into Martin's
Now
side
you-
parking lot. What?
Are you with Mark still?
No, I already dropped him off.
Damn,
I'm
that
going
sucks.
home. I'm going home.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm like, fuck. And it's in the sidewall. I'm like looking if he has a plug or anything. Nothing. I'm like, I can't just put a spare because I have a flat tire. Oh, here's the thing. So I call Mark. I'm like, yo, I got 2 flats. Can you take me home? Right? And he's like, what, you just want to stay over at my house and I can drive you? I'm like, no, just take me home. I get up early. I walk over to Lowe's. I get a plug kit. I get fix a flat just in case. Get to the truck. Put the spare. Plug the sidewall. I put like 3 plugs in this bitch. Right?
Just so people know, you're not supposed to put plugs in sidewalks.
No, you're not. And
Tim, it
Mark,
looks like you're giving me that look like you didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I knew that.
Okay. You were just looking at, like, I think your camera actually
Here's the thing,
conveniently froze
had
at that
to be-
second. You
I
just
had to
looked like you
be-
didn't.
I had to be somewhere at 9:30 for work. You know, I had to be there. And so I'm like, I'm getting this thing on. Like, I think I filled up the air to like, because my dad had this little portable, like, little pump. It's like this
Yeah,
big.
one of those little bullshit
Yeah,
things.
Yeah, so I was able to get.
It's gonna take you an hour and a half to
I
fill
got
that
the
thing
spare
up.
on the front, and I was able to get like 13 pounds in the back. And I drove it to Wawa. I filled it up, and it held. And it fucking held, by the way. the plug held.
Well, clearly,
Yeah, and Mark's the night before. He's like, dude, man, it's gonna suck to tell your dad you popped 2 tires. And I'm like, oh, I'm not.
He's like, who's gonna tell him?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not.
Why would he have to know?
So I made it. I had to go 45 minutes away, and then I had to go another 45 minutes to the next job
With the truck?
with the truck on a spare.
With these plugged
and
spare
on a
tires.
plug. Yeah, I got there.
Yes.
No air loss. And then
No
as
air
soon
loss.
as I got done that one job, I found a Mavis, and I was like, I need 2 tires.
It would have made
Yeah.
it would have made this story so much better if you would drop the truck back off at your dad's house with the plugs and be like, and then he calls you the next day and be like, I have a flat. And be like, that's crazy.
Spare.
No idea. I have no idea.
Yeah.
That's how I got it.
Yeah, it had a little scratch in the rim, and I called John. I was like, "Yo, when can I get this thing fixed?" He's like, "Perfect, I'll borrow it Monday." And like Mark's like, "Isn't he gonna notice you have 2 new tires?" I'm like, "What's he gonna be mad at me for buying him tires?" He needed them anyway.
Did you put them on this? I mean, silly
No,
question.
I had
Did-
to swap it around.
Smart man.
I was gonna say you put the new tires on the same axle, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I was
I
gonna
put them
say-
both.
Yeah, that'd be really funny if he was driving the truck like a month from now. And he's like, "Yo, you know, craziest thing happened. My fucking transmission just went to shit.
Yeah, no. I was like, oh,
Somehow 2 of my tires got changed. The tire fairy must have visited me in the night.
Wait, so you wait, what was you saying about the tires? You have
If you have for like all-wheel drive vehicles, granted the truck's not all-wheel drive, but like when you have like different tread depth tires on like the same axle, you could fuck up the differentials by having the tread being so different.
so what do you
Especially with like all-wheel drive vehicles
do
and
you
stuff
offset
like that.
it
But, like,
diagonally?
no, you want the
on
new
the same
stuff on the
axle.
same axle.
2 in the back or the 2 in the front.
Yeah, you either want them on the
Which,
front.
like, I
or you
was
want them on
leaving
the back.
there, and I
Oh,
was like,
okay.
I should have just fucking changed all of his tires because it would have been like by.
Yeah, that would have been real nice of you.
I know. I wasn't thinking until like I left, and I was like, I should have just got them all done. You
Like,
know?
yeah, Dad, I saw your tread was a little light, so I
Yeah.
just took it to Mavis for you and got you some new
I'm the
tires.
best son ever because I really did want to hear every fucking time I do it. And I was like, I'm just gonna get him new tires.
Isn't it wild that
And
we
if he
live in a
finds
world
out, he
where-
finds out. What?
Isn't it wild that like to evade the fucking every time I give you something you fuck it up, you have to then like give
$600?
spend $700 on new tires.
Oh, nah, but the thing is, you can flip it though because now you got something on them. So now you could be like, "Hey, remember when I bought you them tires?" Anytime you start fucking around, hey, look, I'll take them tires off your fucking truck, nigga.
No, he's gonna ask me, why did you buy me new tires? Because I'm like, well, I got 2 flats, and I was like, I'm not gonna.
And then what you say is that you found
Yeah.
nails in both of those tires.
Actually, one of them already had a nail on it.
Exactly. It was already leaking. And then when he goes to like look, and then you I mean, granted, you don't have the tires anymore, but like,
Well, that's the thing. It was in the front, so like he's gonna go check it because he probably puts air. I know, because the day before he was like, "Oh, I have a nail in this tire. Can you fill it up?" And I looked at his tire. By the way, the new Dodges, and I'm sure maybe Jay's car does this. When you fill up your car, it honks at you when it's good. Well, his does it, right?
well, your dad's truck is also like fully loaded.
Yeah, but as I was filling my air, I saw a Jeep pull up and he did the same thing. But I did it.
That's
at the house.
wild.
Yeah, but
That's so dumb. But like,
you know why? You know
so
why it's
dumb.
dumb? My dad has been filling up his tires to like 41 pounds of pressure. It's rated. It says 36. So
yeah,
like,
but it's got a leak.
no, all of his tires, all of his. I looked in the thing. It was like 42, 43. I'm like, Dad, this thing's supposed to be at 36.
That's where mine are at.
And you can see the wear of like the top compared.
Yeah,
to
because it's overinflated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where mine are at. Mine are at fucking.
Does your doors? You know that tells you in the door
Yeah, it
how
tells you
much
in the
air
door.
is supposed
I know,
to
but
be
I'm
in
saying
there.
that's.
But
why
it also in his truck, it tells you in the gauge 36.
Which is also crazy. Like, why is he overfilling it if the car is literally
Because he just
honking?
does
at him?
it till it honks. It doesn't honk at the right level. It honks at.
Oh, okay.
So it honks when it's like, "Hey, buddy, you're putting too much
Knock
air."
it the fuck off.
Stop putting air in it. Leave us alone.
So today, I meet up with Blake. Blake's doing the split units at the house.
Fucking Blake.
Blake, Quay.
Quite. He's been working on Tim's dad's house
and
on the beach.
he gets there. I thought he was gonna get there.
I know how to do things.
Yeah, he's HVAC.
Yeah, he's an HVAC guy.
listens
He
to
like
this.
runs an HVAC company.
So anyway, I thought he was getting there at 11. So I'm like, I'm gonna take my time getting because I had some stuff to do. And my dad calls me. Hey, you at the shore yet? I'm like, oh, I'm at Wawa. I didn't lie. I was at Wawa. I was just in Brookhaven, Wawa. I was on my way there. I think I'm pretty sure my dad was like, oh, he's at Wawa in Seattle.
Oh,
And then Quay calls him because he gets to the house at like 9. And he's like, hey, what's the code to get in? He's like, the door should be open. My son's there. He's like, oh,
God.
he's not there yet. Right. So I get there and Quay was telling me how my dad called. And I was like, oh, fuck. Because I definitely told my dad I was at Wawa. I didn't tell him what Wawa. I didn't lie.
Right.
But I didn't tell him what Wawa.
He didn't
But I
ask
made
for
it-
Wawa.
I made it sound like I was there. And so I tell him that. And then later, Quay didn't finish his job. And I was like, you know what? I'll cover for you. If like, not that my dad cares, but I was just like joking around. I was like, because Quay's been there, I think, a couple days more than he thought he was going to be. And he's like, I was like, I'll cover for you. And he's like, man, you sure do like lying to your dad. And I was like, first of all, I told no lies. And earlier I was like, if my dad asked,
I'm
I
an
went
honest
and
man.
I got supplies, but I do have to get supplies anyway. and I was like, technically I didn't tell any lies. Like everything I told him was true. Like his buddy's car
Just
did
tell
break down.
long stories.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, and by the way, I lied to 2 people. I lied to my father and I lied to whoever I'm
My
dating.
mother.
Whoever I'm dating.
That is a good policy to live by. I don't live to lie to any of my friends, but god damn it, do I?
I heard it
lie
from
to
a guy
woman
at work
and my
because
father?
I broke something like a light lens, and the guy's like, "Oh fuck, don't tell John that was our foreman." And he's like, "I only lied to 2 people. I lied to John and my wife."
I just told Ashley yesterday that I spent $1,500 on Apex Legends.
Why? Why would you dig yourself in that hole?
It's not a hole. I did it like 2 years ago. I don't even play the game
Yeah,
anymore.
but it's gonna get brought up.
Isn't even crazy.
Yeah, you just gave her ammo.
I like to play fire with fire.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
idiot.
I like to play. I'm a wizard, dude. I like to throw. When there's fireballs coming at me, I'm throwing fireballs right
When I
now.
was
What
building
was her
my
reaction?
computer, when I was building my computer, this thing cost $600. altogether.
Her reaction was like, "You're insane."
Until she was with a coworker who was in the PCs and he was asking questions. Because I think I sent her a picture when I was done it, and he was like, "Oh fuck, that thing looks expensive." I was like, "Dude,
God.
why the fuck would you rat me out like that?"
Yeah, I never get asked how much things are.
Good.
Neither do I, thank God.
This PC is definitely worth over $3,000.
Yeah.
If you look at all the fishing stuff that I bought,
Oh my God.
that's
yeah.
definitely over $15,000.
Sure, definitely.
This is constant revolving door of like, oh, we're getting into cool things.
They
Oh,
gave
I'm
it to
going
me.
to buy. And those are exactly my answers on why I keep getting stuff. Why do you keep getting things in the mail? They just keep sending them to me. I don't know.
Wrong mail, but I'm keeping it.
I got a sponsorship. It's cool. Like, you don't make any content, but like,
I've never
They
watched
like
the Golden Girls a day in my life. Who was
that's
this white
goddamn
Betty?
lie. I love Golden Girls. That show is so fucking good. Why did you get all these properties down in Chester? They gave them to me. I don't know. They just gave them to me. They were abandoned. I didn't want them.
I colonized it.
We didn't colonize. We conquered. Nobody colonized America. We conquered it. Okay. We got all those Indians the fuck out of there.
Not all of them.
Not all of them, but a lot of them.
Those dirty redcoats did it.
Yeah.
We should have went over there.
Who?
Over to the Redcoats. Should have went over to Britain.
Yeah, we could do that.
Give them a good whoop for. We should do that now.
We could do that now.
This is an unprovoked,
Absolutely do that now.
reverse
We should start a
1776.
NATO Civil War.
What are they going to do? They're a tiny island.
I think Ireland will go back.
No.
They hate the Brits.
You don't want to go fight the Brits, Jay?
No.
Take all the fish and chips?
I'm good.
Give them culture?
Oh, I'm super good.
I think it would be super easy.
I think so too.
I think they would just roll over.
They have like 4 miles of land.
Yeah. You could walk the whole thing.
Technically, you can.
Yeah, not in a day.
I mean, with a pack on your back and a gun in your head, it's probably going to take you about 2 days
It ain't gonna be that long.
as you're conquering town from town.
Dog. It is not good. It is longer than fucking 2 days to walk all of England.
Wait,
Let's
are you
look
talking
it
about
up.
straight through, or are you talking the whole thing? Are you talking about square miles? Are you talking about?
I'm talking if you
North
were
to
at the
south.
bottom, the lowest point of England going into the most northern part. It is more than 2 days of walking.
Let's see.
4 days.
Okay, that maybe. Yeah, that seems
But
about
still
right.
under a week. Probably under a week.
Yeah, under a week, 100%.
Under a week.
100%. Hey, we got a linebacker. Let's go, boys.
Sketch.
Huh?
Houston Texans?
Oh, Cowboys. The fuck are you talking about?
I was just talking about sketch. Speaking of sketch, did you end up watching that whole thing, Tim?
What was speed?
The Theo
Oh
Vaughn
no, I
This
didn't
Weekend
watch the
sketch
whole
video?
thing either. There was some good parts. It just you know what though? I don't finish it. No, I didn't watch the whole thing. Maybe it was too. I think it might have been too long.
I
know it
just
wasn't-
got bored.
Yeah, I felt the same way. Like I think because Scott isn't like a seasoned
That's a good
podcaster,
pick.
so like if he's on for like an hour, I could probably watch the whole thing. You know,
All right, so to walk across England, it'd take you 260 hours.
oh,
So
Cross?
11 days.
11 days.
Yeah,
Okay,
if you
under-
walk across England
it-
from
Okay.
Leeds to John O'Groats
Okay.
would take you 11 days.
Okay.
So
What if
to
you're
take
David-
down
what
jolly
if-
old
What
England,
if you're David Goggins?
if you're David Goggins, you could probably do it in 9 or 8, maybe 6.
Carry
Because
But-
if he just runs the whole night and doesn't stop, then he could probably do it in 6 days.
Now, are you including night? Are you saying no sleep? Or are you?
Yeah, no
adding-
sleep. I'm talking about him. David Goggins going.
No, are you
full
talking
bore.
your 11 days?
Yeah, well,
Well,
11.
he's just saying it's how many hours that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 260 hours.
Okay.
So I assume that is straight
260.
without stopping. I assume. I would assume. Take you 13 hours driving. So we could drive a
I
Humvee.
thought it was a 6-hour drive across. Is it 13 hours?
Across, you could do it from top to bottom.
I mean,
like,
that's what I meant. Top to
the
bottom.
longest
It's
part.
13-hour drive.
13 hour.
I thought it was 6-hour drive.
13 hours and 7 minutes.
Now is
From
that
Meads to John Groats.
well,
Which
I
is
would-
technically, if we actually want to,
now I'm thinking
into
maybe
this, because that's across Scotland.
okay.
Because if you take Scotland out of the equation, which there ain't shit in Scotland,
Dude,
you're probably cutting it down to like about 6.
okay.
So if you're turning,
I'm not gonna lie. I would like to bag me a Scottish girl.
Yeah, maybe.
The fucking accent.
Well, you see this bull fucking
8
sucking
hours,
on his
8.
What
Hey, yo, dog, what you watching?
the fuck?
You kind of
God.
diddler ass video you watching?
So there was a interview, like a press conference outside, or like a TV show, like one of them Good Morning
Outside your
America type
house?
joint. No. But in the background, it's like a live audience, and there's I'm assuming it's a dad with his son, but like he kissed his son on the cheek and then starts sucking on this nigga earlobe.
What?
Yeah.
One of his sons?
What?
Yes. So the police launching an investigation into
Oh,
the
yeah.
you're talking
Definitely.
about the picture.
picture.
Yeah,
I'm watching a video.
Well, yeah, but there's a
Still,
Speaking of, I've always
there's
thought
a
it was
picture, a still picture of it that has been launched, that has been put on Twitter, and now they've launched an investigation into that. guy.
yeah, that boy.
I've always thought it was weird when like parents kissed their like kids on the like
On the mouth, yeah, that's wild.
I always thought that was
Yeah, I don't do that to my daughter. I just give her a fucking kiss on the cheek, dog. It's
yeah, like,
wild.
but like yeah,
It's just weird.
that is weird.
That shit's insane.
Yeah. Dude, my dad didn't hug me till I was like 23.
The first day you made him proud.
No, I probably did something stupid and he was like, it's all right, buddy.
That's just wild. Send him to jail. Send him to jail. Kill him.
Investigate that, man.
That shit's fucking
Fuck the
Investigate that,
investigation.
man.
That
That's
shit.
fucking
That
weird.
nigga guilty.
Yeah. Yeah,
The fuck? Got that shit in 4K. No,
Yeah.
he guilty. Send him to jail.
for real. I agree.
Send him to that new jail that they got the Netflix show on. Unlocked. Just put him in the cell.
Have you
where
been
he's
watching
unlocked.
that?
No, but I got so many people telling me to watch it.
I
I'm not
watched. Here's the thing: it's hard for me to get into a show right after I just watched it. I just watched Fallout before I watched that show,
Okay.
so it was hard for me to get into another show. Because now I'm just like, I just want to watch Fallout again. You guys watch Fallout?
I watched first episode and I fell asleep on the second.
I watched the whole thing. One Sunday, I watched the whole fucking thing.
I tried. I was tired.
I've watched it twice.
Did you?
God damn.
Yeah, the problem. Well, the problem is that the first time I watched it through, I missed 2 episodes of it. So because Ashley had watched it in the
you
had
were
finished
mid,
up one of the
you had it
episodes,
mid.
and then she fell asleep during the mid episode, and then Amazon it just kept playing.
Yeah.
So and then Amazon it's a weird setting where they won't just give you an option to start over the episode from the main screen. So you had to go into the episodes.
Dude,
and
that
then,
is so
I
fucking
hate that
annoying.
shit.
It is
Right?
so annoying. I
I
fucking
So
hate that
dumb.
shit too.
Yeah, you spend You spend like 5 minutes just trying to get back to the episode
Yep.
and watch it.
Yeah,
Because as
and,
soon
like,
as you
just
go
give-
back, it's like credits. And you're like, I don't want to watch the fucking credit. Like
Right.
everybody just
that's what
stop
Bezos
it at the
does.
end scene
Why
and
does it
then just
Amazon? Fucking Bezos, you can get a fucking package to me in 2 hours, but you can't fucking
you
know
can't
when I don't
quickly
wanna-
just give me from
Yeah.
the menu a
Yeah, right.
replay button. Unbelievable,
It is
unbelievable,
nuts.
Bezos.
Yeah.
Fix your shit. Fix your shit, Bezos.
That shit is so annoying. And
Bastards.
they're not the only streaming site that's like super annoying to like.
Well, I don't
read.
think streaming sites have any like UI developments ever since like they just come out.
Yeah.
Like I think they come out with the general like UI, like, and then that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Like they give you the basic controls of like
That's
pause,
the one
play,
thing.
and shit
Netflix
like that.
probably has the best one.
Well, yeah, because they were the first ones to
First.
make one,
Right,
and like
yeah.
they're the ones that actually cared about it at
Yeah.
first. Then everybody just started making them, so that way you'd have a place to
It's
go.
so hard to just like get to there and then like try and like find like I wish there was an option just like hit the show and then just get episodes. Now you have to like open the show up and then scroll over. You know what I'm talking about?
Are you talking about like
Yeah.
clicking on a show and it just starting to show you the episode?
Yeah.
Like that's what you want, or like
Yeah, it doesn't give you like a list of episodes to like immediately watch. It just like immediately goes to whatever you last were at. You know what I mean?
that's what you want?
No, I want like
You want it to go to
Netflix
the
has-
episode so
like
you
goes
can
to
then
episode
select
like
it.
season 2 and like episode. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Okay, because
Yeah.
I was gonna say like that is one of the things. Like that is something that like I hate.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
when I have the thing, it's like continue watching, but then I hit it and like it won't allow me to go to like the episodes list.
yeah, yeah,
like,
that's
easily,
what I'm saying.
or like when
Yeah.
you hit the continue watching and then you hit the back button to try and get to like the episodes page, it just takes you completely out of
And
that
I'm sure we're
bullshit.
all signed up to
I'm
like,
like, this is not
3
what I
or
wanted.
4
Stop
streaming
doing
sites
this to
now.
me.
and you're like, they're all a little different. You're trying to fucking navigate this shit. It's annoying. It's
Yeah, I
very-
don't understand why. Like
It's
they're
first
all-
world problems. It is first world problems.
100%.
People are dying in Palestine. People are going starving in San
They are.
Antonio. But at the same time, I am so mad that it takes me 5 minutes to watch the show.
Right.
That I'm paying $14 a month for.
Exactly.
7 different ways because I have 7 different
Yeah.
subscriptions.
But it's better than paying for cable.
That's a fact.
Where I don't have control over the goddamn TV. And they showed me nothing but ads. Because now I have to pay $20 a month on all
Dude, I
these
had
subscriptions.
Hulu Plus or whatever. I still got ads. I'm like, what the fuck?
Can't stand it.
I was like,
Can't
I'm
stand
paying
it.
like $70 a month.
Dude, the
For
worst
live.
part is like when you have Amazon and then like they fucking like Amazon won't show you ads for their like shows, but if you click on their movies, they'll hit you with
In the
like
beginning or whatever.
2 or 3 ads in the beginning.
Yeah, which I'm
And I'm like,
okay
I
in the
don't
beginning,
understand.
as long as it doesn't cut the movie.
Right. As long as you don't interrupt my shit.
Because like at that time, I'm like, oh, well, I got a snack or something. You know?
right.
The fact that you have to then shell like the companies have made it so that you have to shell out like
And you know what? It'd be
$30 a
would-
month for the
and
convenience
it would
of
be
not getting
different
hit
if
with ads.
commercials were funny like they used to be.
Yeah, ads are just shit. They're just shit.
It's
now.
that or political or like
Actually,
know,
I haven't
there's a
seen shit
message.
from political ads.
not political, but like it's like not political, but
If
it's,
you told me that this
it's
year was an
PC.
election
It's
year, I
politically
probably
correct or
wouldn't
something.
like believe you, even
Yeah.
though it is an election year.
yeah, I know, right?
I feel like everything is like super lackadaisical.
Yeah,
I don't
Voted.
see anything in the way of political ads.
I voted Tuesday. It was
What?
funny. So like
What did you vote for?
Yeah.
the primaries.
Oh, didn't know.
Yeah, I
that
didn't
was
know.
not advertised.
I didn't see any signs.
I know.
out.
Like,
Yeah, I didn't see shit.
I know because like the union take we get off.
Yeah, you have to fucking.
Here's the thing.
do it.
The last like six years or whatever, I got off on election day, you know, and I would you know, I had a day off.
Your dude.
I work with my dad now.
No
Yeah,
longer have that.
Dad calls me Tuesday. Where you at? No, I'm on my way to go. I'm on my way to vote. You're not working.
Why?
And I'm like, no, it's election day. He's like, but why wouldn't you work? I'm like, we don't take off. Like, I mean, no. I'm like, you know what? I'm like,
I love how it never considered, like it never even crossed your mind that it was like, I'm not changing my schedule.
Well, you gotta remember, like it was just like it was a thing. It was like embedded in my head, and I'm like, oh, we have all, and I'm working by myself, so it's not like I'm on the job site and like
There's other people there, I'd be like,
yeah, right, yeah,
for you to conversate with.
yeah,
Okay, that makes a little bit more
yeah,
sense.
and like, yeah, I'm like, oh, well.
Why aren't you at work?
And then he's like, all right, well, when you're done,
No, I
come
had
over
to.
here. I need you to grab the box truck. I'm like, all right.
So they were like, yo, you're gonna come to work now.
And I'm like, all right,
Unbelievable.
well, this
It's been
makes
like
sense.
Dad.
I put 4 hours with the
I'm
company,
here spreading.
and you're supposed to
democracy.
get double time when you work on election day, or like time and a half. So I'm like, all right, well,
Now,
I
when
do
you work
4
with your
hours.
dad, right?
It just that adds up to 8 hours.
Did
my
you
dad-
go over that?
No, well, I'm gonna put it in my hours Monday. You know what though? I don't feel bad about that because there's been plenty of times where like I worked more than 8 hours, and I didn't log that in either. So it's like,
Look at you
give-
being like an American
yeah,
trucker.
you give, you take, give, you take. It is my family's company, you know, so I gotta.
Yeah, you're just taking money out of your father's hands, taking it out of your sister's mouth.
Ew, dude.
Yeah, don't
Bro.
say that.
What?
Taking it out.
What?
Bad
A
phrase.
father can't feed his daughter? Unbelievable, you fucking
Alright,
dirty
anyway.
brains. Jesus, you
Alright.
guys are gross.
Yeah, we're good.
Jesus. Just alluding. You're just alluding that I was alluding to an incest. How dare you? You guys are gross.
Yeah.
Your head off the gun.
I mean, me and Jay, if two people at once go, whoa.
Yes,
we in
the
the
guy
wrong-
who said dead baby fleshlight and the guy that says I hate black people. Those guys.
Bro,
Hey,
My
I didn't say both those things.
my supervisor at Home
Yeah.
Depot.
I never
was,
said anything about dead baby flashlights.
That's your
Yeah,
catchphrase,
you
Tim.
fucking did.
I was referring to the black people thing.
Yes, I knew what you were alluding to. You were the
Supervisor
manager
at
at
Home Depot had this black pipe, and moving that shit. One of my other coworkers was on the ground. He was
Get out of my pants. No, sorry.
grabbing something up, and he was like, "Hey man, watch out!
Hold him down.
I don't want to hit you with this big black pipe." And the bull's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, Marshall, I'll get out the way." And the bull supervisor, he's smiling. I called on. I'm like, "Bro, come on, yo, you can't be the nigga out here making fucking these type of comments. There's fucking customers in the aisle and shit." I'm like, "Bro, come on."
Honestly, as a customer at Home Depot, if I heard that, I'm gonna go. I'm coming here. This is my new Home Depot.
All right,
This is
I
where
give
I
it a
got-
good chuckle.
I'm gonna go 20 minutes out of my way because
we say
These are my kind
wild
of people.
shit in front of customers. Hey, one
I would've
coworker
give
was
you
talking to this
I would
other.
have given you a nudge and be like, how do you feel about that?
Well, he was black. Supervisor was black.
Oh, you didn't state that.
yo, speaking of dude,
I just assumed he was
Kyle,
white.
remember the time we went to
Oh, yeah,
Micro
he's
Center?
black. All my supervisors are black at Home Depot.
What was that, Tim?
Speaking of people like saying like weird shit, like that work at like department stores. Remember the time we went to Micro Center and that one fucking dude?
Are you talking about the dude that was in the monitor section and he told
Yeah.
us about the fucking like taking the girls into the like the movie theater?
Yeah, remember that?
What?
Yeah, dude. This I don't remember. I can't recall the.
I don't remember
entire
exactly what he
conversation.
said, but
Yeah, I can't recall the entire conversation, but like when you go into the Micro Center that's up at St. David,
Davis, yeah,
St.
Davis.
Davis?
Yes, St. Davis.
bro, it is literally like walking into a scene from like the 40-year-old virgin.
It's exactly
It
It is
but-
insane.
Way more nerdier.
Dude, there was a dude that worked there that he was an Asian guy that looked like George Costanza. He had that haircut. Like I've never seen anybody like try to rock the bald in the fucking top and then like luscious black Asian hair on the sides. I was like, "This, you are the most insane person I've ever seen
Right.
in my life."
Yeah.
So, but then like I forget exactly what we were originally up there for. Were we there for a monitor? I was thinking about buying one. I don't think I did buy one though.
Was I getting my camera? I forget.
I don't
No, I
remember
think I
what
got
we
that
were
by
there
myself.
for.
I,
But
for-
we
I,
went.
for- I
Me
forget.
and Tim went to Micro Center and we started looking at like at monitors. We were there for something dumb, and Actually, I think we went there to get like some pieces for my PC at the time.
Oh, maybe that's what it
think.
was. Yeah, because okay.
But like walked in and we go back to the monitor section, and this dude is like, he's huge.
Yeah,
He's like 6'5",
he's like
or like maybe 6'7".
It doesn't matter.
You talking about the clown?
Was he tall? No, I was thinking about Ed Kemper. Ed Kemper. That's what I'm thinking.
Ed Kemper.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is exactly. I can't recall right now. But like, this dude's like 6'5", like got glasses, fucking looks like literally like a South Park character nerd.
Yeah.
Like, fucking probably weighs like 350 pounds. But he's also just tall and he looks like a bowling pin.
Right.
So, and then this dude comes over to me and Tim because we're looking at monitors.
It's always like the tall people are fucking weird.
And then he starts to like, we start talking, like he starts coming over to us and like,
it's not the first time a tall person with me and Kyle has been a weirdo.
Yeah, it's just a thing.
Yeah.
Every tall person that I've run into in life is just super weird. Super weird.
Anyway.
I guess it just comes with the territory and the high like there's not a lot of oxygen up there or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the short people just don't. Yeah, I guess it is. That's the tall people just don't get called out enough by the short guys, so then they just get super weird.
I do.
Tim immediately tells them to go fuck off. Those tall fucks. I forget what the guy at the bar.
You can't reach me down here.
Oh, he can. He can pick you up like a little fucking teddy bear.
Yeah, I'm like a Fallout reference. I'm like that claw.
You're like a pit bull.
I am. I'm like a bulldog. I'm a bulldog. I'm not.
Yeah, you're a fucking bulldog. If you were a little uglier, you could have been a senator.
Thank you.
Could have had a real good time.
Wait, a little uglier? Uglier?
Yeah, uglier.
Like
I said ugly.
Kind of ugly?
No. But when you make that face, no. No, but like this dude just starts talking to us about like he starts talking about like getting hand jobs in the back of fucking movie theater.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, back in my day, like we used to go to the movie theater and like we used to be in that. It's like you were in the middle, like, and you'd throw popcorn or candy at the losers that were sitting up front, and then everybody knew what the back of the movie theater was. Before you took your girl and got a little hand job.
What?
Yeah, and it was just super wild that I'm looking at buying like $110 monitor, and this dude's just divulging like, yeah, me and my girl, we go to that. And he was like, it was pretty recent. I think the story at the time was like, yeah, I think it was like right before COVID too. He was just like, yeah, me and my girl, like, I thought I'd take her to the old movie theater. Was it after? I thought it was.
I built my computer right before COVID, and it was a solid year or two before you guys got.
I know we weren't wearing masks. I know masks weren't a thing. So, but it was just super wild. Like people do have this weird. I have this weird power with people. Well, I don't know if you have it too, Tim, but like. Fucking people will just come up and divulge very weird things.
I'll be honest with you, it only happens when I'm with you.
Dude, it happens to me all the time.
So it's probably you.
It's definitely me. I don't know what it is. You know what else baffles me? This happens to me all the fucking time. And it just rattles my cage. So like when I'm at work, I have a uniform, right? And like I walk around like around the showroom and people don't ask me if I work there. They don't like ask me questions usually most of the time. It's usually dumb motherfuckers who like that are like dropping off DoorDash or something like that. Nobody ever asks me if I work there. Right? I will go to fucking Giant for lunch and I'll have like a wrap or something in my hand and like a bag of chips. And I'll just be walking through the aisle. And so many times will some little old lady or some dude in like short shorts will be like, hey, do you work here? And I'm like, I could be anywhere. I could be at Target. I could be at Giant. I could be at fucking Chipotle. I've been hit with, do you work here at a fucking Chipotle? I've been asked that at Home Depot. Like on my lunch break. I'm like, they're like, do you work here? And I'm like, what makes you think that I work here? I'm not wearing a clothes that remotely look like I work at Giant. I guess white. Yeah, none of these are ever
No,
black people.
I've never got that. And I'm
I
I'm
constantly get
arguably
asked.
whiter than Kyle.
That's my only thinking.
It just always baffles me that like I've been hit almost everywhere I've ever gone. Was like I'll just get hit like if I go there like kind of frequently, I'll just well not even kind of frequently, but like if I just like hit that place like maybe like
You know what?
more than 3 times a year.
To be fair,
Do I look like a working person? I guess.
you look like the overnight people that might. Be
This is in the middle of the day. Ted.
I know, but sometimes they're
Doesn't help.
Sometimes they're day walkers.
So I thank you. I look like a day walker. Like I'm working a double from the night shift.
Yeah, change your face. It's how comfortable you probably are at the store. I think that's what it is.
I guess so. That I just walk down the aisles as like a fucking like nothing.
You probably because I can see it. You probably walk down an aisle like you know the aisle.
Like I know where I need to go.
You know where things are.
I mean, I guess.
Do you?
I just no.
Do you know where things are?
90% of the time, I'm looking at the signs and I'm like looking like this, and then people will be like, "Hey, do you work here?" And I'm like, "No."
You know what I
don't know where anything is.
I tuck into like a random aisle and I just Google. I go in their app. I'm like, what aisle is it in? What bag? I'm not asking for help.
I never ask for help. No, I was in a Home Depot the other week picking up wood, and like because I was going through 2x8s, 16-foot 2x8s, and I was trying to find one that was straight.
Yeah.
Which apparently is damn near impossible. You need to remove the entire pile of wood.
Yeah.
So, and I also got tired of like fucking like putting them and like stacking them in different spots. So I just started throwing them on the floor. But like I rooted through like 30 different pieces of wood, sweating my ass off in this fucking back of the Home Depot, fucking rooting through fucking pressure treated wood.
You know what's funny? Speaking of that, me and my dad did a walkthrough with the GC because I'm doing electric, so I'm doing a walkthrough at the shore. And they're talking about shelves, and he's like, "We got a little problem here." And he's like, he puts the shelf to the wall. He's like, "See how it like moves around?" Right? My dad's like, "You built that wall," but like in like a cocky, like, "Well, you built the wall," and he's like, "Well, the wood's all fucked up. You can't find good wood."
You gotta go with the curvature.
I'm like, I know where I get like smart remarks from. That's my father.
You built the wall.
Dark humor is my mother. Smart remarks is my dad.
Speaking of your mother, I saw your mother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw her.
Was she driving a Z4 BMW?
No, she was picking up the Z4 BMW.
Oh, okay.
Because she was dropping off the 5 Series.
She's having a great time with it.
And I saw her later that night having it parked with the top down outside of Ashley's.
Yep. Was it Tuesday?
It was Tuesday.
Yep.
I couldn't remember exactly what day it was. But I was just like listening to either music or a podcast, and all I heard was my name. I was like, huh? What the fuck is this? Who's talking to me?
I was talking to my dad, and he's like, I'm thinking about getting rid of that thing. I'm like, that thing's at BMW all the time.
They always are. Always
I was like,
are.
I thought BMWs were reliable now. I'm trying to talk them again, that Lexus RCF.
That'd be cool.
He's
Lexus is cool.
He's like, that thing is dope. I'm like, because he doesn't want anything everybody else has, you know? I'm like, you know what?
But he doesn't drive it.
I know.
Your mom drives it.
My mom drives it. It's like, well, he drives it. He drives it too.
He probably drives it a bit when they go out.
The problem is like, he like for like work, he drives a truck. He likes to pull up at the job site with the truck.
Like a man.
I
mean, honestly, you're not going to take construction advice from a dude in a BMW.
Yeah, right. And it makes sense.
If I'm buying a house, okay, I'm going to buy the house from the guy in the BMW. Okay, that makes kind of sense.
Yeah, but if I'm getting my house built,
if I'm my house built, or if I'm buying land,
you got that.
I'm only buying it from the guy with the pickup truck. Dude.
Yeah, you got that.
How did you get onto this land? Did you drive it in your BMW? Are you out of your mind?
That's my uncle. My uncle pulls up in his BMW all the time, because he has an M5. No, X5M or whatever.
Your uncle?
Yeah.
That works for your dad?
No, he's an owner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes
That's-
start to make
I was
sense.
gonna yeah, that makes sense. I was like, wait, what is his salary that your dad's
Yeah.
giving him? Jesus.
I'm pretty sure the company paid for it. My dad
Well,
loves it.
it's
My
probably a
dad's so
tax.
happy about it.
Probably a tax write-off.
But yeah, my dad's like, that's why he's like, I want a truck. When I go to job sites, I like to have a truck. You know, my dad, you know,
I feel like I can do things.
yeah.
I can help.
And it's also the truck is a company vehicle, so it's to go. He's using it for company. I want the BMW.
BMW's to company.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, why wouldn't all of your cars be company?
Yeah, right. That makes sense. Yeah.
If you're an owner of a company, why wouldn't all your cars?
Yeah, right. But yeah, but it makes
Yeah,
sense.
Jay, you should ask your company to pay for your car.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
Have you tried? Have you asked? You muted. You're such a company man. I feel like they'd probably give it to you.
No, they definitely would not.
Why not? Have you asked? Have you tried?
No, I haven't never.
Gee, that's a
asked.
problem.
We do not have that.
I'm not
We
gonna
don't have
lie.
that
The
kind
amount
of
I've been
money.
driving, I'm like, get me a van.
I would love a fucking company vehicle. I'd love a company
Yeah, that'd be
vehicle.
fire. Also, not important enough.
Tim,
I think
Jay, you could go right to the diversity course and be like, I think I need a company car.
Yeah, you only got so many years with this card. I would use it now.
Exactly. Also, you're just such a star-studded employee over at Endless Pools. They
That
need
is
you to
true.
survive.
I gotta take a shit.
Speaking of which, are they having that fishing? Do they still do that fishing trip thing?
No, that was a one-time thing.
Not really. Lame. All right. Well, if you want to go take a shit, you can take a shit.
I'm gonna let it brew for a couple seconds.
I can't do that. I tried doing that and I got hit with a fucking.
It
I got hit
depends
with a
it depends
doozy,
what
bro.
kind of poop it is. It depends. There's some where you're like,
Sometimes the body's like, and as you get older, I mean, especially
you ever been like
all the
locked
time
into
down
a
here,
you ever been like locked into a game or something like that, and you're like, you wait till like
have to
the
take a
last-
shit,
Yeah,
bro. They're the worst, especially if you're in a top 10 situation.
yeah.
Whew.
It's like,
Yeah,
Fucking
they're
people are
worse.
bearing down on your plane.
and you know when you like it's a bet, you're like, this is so bad, but then you like hold it long enough where it goes away for like a solid 10 minutes.
yeah.
Yeah, and then you're like,
When was the last time you shit your pants? When was the last time you shit your pants and you remembered it? What is your most memorable?
What do
shit
you, wait?
your pants moment?
What do you count? Oh, I have one. But what is your take on a shit your pants versus a shart in your pants?
Ooh,
What's your take?
there's gotta be.
I
a
think
lot.
I know. Yeah,
There's gotta be a
yeah,
good bit.
Yeah,
Like
I
not
think,
just like.
I
It's
think
gotta be
as,
like the underwear's like it's not. They can't soak this up. This
The
is done.
underwear's
This is done
gone.
for.
yeah. I think as my adult life, I think I have 3 solid times. 3?
I can only remember. I can only like withhold one, not
Me
withhold, but like
Me too.
retain
Yeah.
one
And
time.
mine was the first time. I think I was about.
I don't know if it was the first time.
I was under 21. I was like.
I was definitely under 21.
I was like 19.
I was in school when
I
this
was
one
19.
was.
I was definitely 19, and I was at work, and me and my coworker were smoking a cigarette, and like I never had this happen to me like this before.
Morning?
No, it's night shift. We're on night shift, so it was like 7:00 at night, and I've
Yeah,
never.
but was it
I-
morning for
I-
you? Did you wake up? Was this like your first cigarette of the day?
I'm sure I woke up around like 2:00 or something. I'm back then. I'm sure I
Oh, okay.
slept the whole
Okay.
day away, and no, we like worked a little bit, and then we went out. Me and this guy would go on a lot of smoke breaks.
Nice.
So yeah, comes in, and I still to this day, I've had sometimes
Some close.
close, and then
Or some
I'm
shorts
sure
or, like some
I'm sure
things
there
that
was
got
like
left
2
remnants
times,
in your pants, in your
where I was
school.
like, holy shit.
Like,
But
damn.
this was the worst, and I've never had anything happen like this. Where we were sitting outside, and like I went to go fart, and it was like, yeah,
Yeah, I've had
Where,
one
like,
of those. Like, actually, I had
will-
one of those like recently.
really.
Not,
I
like,
will.
super
I will
recent, but,
admit,
like-
when I finally investigated what happened, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but it was pretty bad. And yeah, because I remember I was dating Lindsay at the time, so a long time ago. Yeah, I'm sitting there smoking a cigarette. I'm like, gonna fart. I look at Richie, and like me and Richie has seen me probably at my worst. Like this is when I was like really bad. You know, like this guy saw me on acid at work one time. You know? I look at him like, I gotta go home. He's like, what? And I'm like, I gotta go home. He's like, what do you mean you gotta go home?
I gotta go get new pants.
And I was like, I just shit myself. And he's like, what? I was like, yep. Yep. Yeah, I did. And he's like, holy shit. He's like, are you coming back? I was like, nope.
Nope.
And honestly, I think the fact that it was so funny to him, he didn't care. Like,
no, dude, that's a hilarious story.
Richie probably, I feel bad because he got the worst of me. Out of anybody I've ever worked with, he got like, he had to deal with me on acid one time. It was all fun. Like, like the one time we're working and like we were partying all night. And like I went to work. It was like a Friday. And like I'm trying to unlock the gang box. Like, you know, when you're out of it, like the next day and you're like kind of strung out on like acid. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I'm trying to unlock the lock and it's not opening. I have the number there. Maybe I was like a number off. I'm like, why isn't the lock working? I'm like, Richie, what's wrong with this lock? And he looks at it. He's like, you're a number off. And then they clicked it open. I was like, all right. I walk away. And then like, he's like, hey, cut me a Unistrut like this big. I'm like, all right. I go to cut it. And like, I put the bandsaw on and I'm like, fucking up. He's like, you okay? And I'm like, Rich, I'm not gonna lie to you. No. And I'm only telling you this because
I'm a little too high for this right
I'm
now.
like, I know you told me that you used to experiment with this stuff too. And and I'm like, it's my first time. Was not my first time. I did acid last night, and I think it's still in me. And he's like, holy shit. I'm like, I am so sorry. He's like, can you drive home? I'm like, I think so.
That's probably what he was holy shitting about. He's like, dude, you drove here this morning.
Yeah, I know. He's like,
dude, everything's gonna look
I had
crazy to you right now.
the box truck too. Like, holy shit.
That reminds me of two other stories.
Yeah. And like, I'm sure I gave this guy such a headache, but at the same time, I can't imagine that he had like an apprentice that was, especially the boss's kid.
Actually, I'm sure that actually happens a lot.
And he was like,
not like at construction.
He was
jobs,
good friends
like,
with Shane. That's how he got the job. And Shane, I'm pretty sure, was kind of similar, probably worse. But and I'm like, oh, but like,
yeah,
like
I'm
he
sure,
said,
I'm
he's
sure
like, he's like, when you're in,
before.
you're locked in. But there was times when you're like, you were fucked up. That was,
But yeah, that reminds me of fucking the box drive part. Reminds me of like one time though, like I think me and you, we went out to the bar, and this was when I was working at that fucking the tank cleaning place, and like I would be on call on the weekends. So I remember one of the nights, like we literally left the bar at like at 1:30 in the morning, and I get a phone call like literally dropping people off, and like my dad's like, "Yo, where are you? We got to go to a job." So, and I literally like just dropped the last person off and I'm driving home and I'm fucking hammered.
yeah.
I'm so tired
Yeah.
that I just want to go to bed. So like I ended up parking my car, or I don't remember if I drove my car down there or if I parked it. I don't remember the drive down there or not. But like I know that like I hopped in this box truck and I pulled it out of like this was in Delaware. We had to drive over to Jersey. So, and I'm shit faced.
Yeah.
And I pulled the truck out of the garage or whatever, right? So I'm in a box truck. My dad's in this big fucking jet truck, water vacuum jet truck, right? So he has to go get water or whatever. So like he's like, oh yeah, and he's like doing his check and big truck bullshit of check and make sure
Trip
all
check.
the tires and stuff. Yeah, trip check and make sure everything's good. So that way the fucking, kill something on the side of the road or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm fucking in the box truck, just fucking in the driver's seat with the truck with it on, driving. Well, I'm not driving it, but like it's just on in park, and I'm just. So he ends up driving down the street, like filling his truck up with water, which is like probably a 20-minute drive. And he's like blowing up my phone, fucking calling me, has to end up driving back, fucking just banging on the window of this box truck. And that's like, he like opens up the door and I almost fall out. And I'm like, what? He's like, dude, are you okay? And I'm like, no. He's like, all right, well, you gonna be able to do this? I'm like, I can fucking do this.
Someone else has to drive.
I still drove. I still drove completely hammered and shit faced over to this fucking whatever this job was in the middle of this fucking like I think it was like a retirement home that some old person had flushed like a fucking napkin or something. It was something so dumb.
Yeah.
And then, but I just literally spent like the entire night just getting yelled at because I was fucking shit faced handling hoses. And
I will say, I think
dropping around a fucking
because
area.
we all went into some kind of trade work or like right after high school. I think from 18 to like 24, 25.
I went to prison, Tim.
Okay, yeah. Well, but like just like
from 19 to 21, I was in prison.
Yeah, but like the most like ruthless stuff that like I've done was in that period. Not 20, probably like 23. Yeah, was like the.
That's because you were
like
child.
my dad constantly going like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Why are you doing this? Jay, when's your most? Have you ever shit your pants?
I got this all-star from shitting your pants.
You never shit your pants? Ever?
Not even sharded?
Yeah, never just fucking sharded before?
Jay's also like...
You're such a weird person.
Jay's not like thick like us.
This is when I was thin. All right, so I'm going to tell you my fucking my shit my pants story.
Kyle.
I was never thin.
Neither was I.
I get it. Okay. Yeah, I was a big guy. Bought and paid for it, Tim. Bought and paid for it.
Look good. You still look good.
Tim, you're not fooling anybody here. All right. You're coming on to me.
I'd look
so, but one time that like
I'd suck on your ear.
Most recent one was when I went in on I decided to go on like a little diet. This was probably like 6 months ago, right? It was when my legs were like really blowing up when I thought I was dying. I decided to go on this diet that was like a bone broth diet, right? I didn't look up the fact that if you switch to just drinking nothing but bone broth, you're pretty much
bone broth.
You're pretty much doing nothing but just eating lactate.
Makes sense.
Which makes sense. I'm just drinking minerals and protein. So, bro, I'm literally like one day I'm working. Well, actually, this actually just reminded me of another time in my life when this, like, I had a similar experience. It wasn't shit in the pants, but like crazy shitting. So, but like I was literally working one day, like I was downstairs just cleaning some tires, as Jay likes to call it, and I literally just farted and was like, it was an instant butt cheek, dude. Not gonna lie, this thing was like a spray can just fucking exploded.
Yeah,
like underwear immediately had to get thrown away.
Yeah,
at work I had to throw it away. I was commando and the whole rest of the. This is at like 9 a.m. too. This is an early morning fucking dumpski where like I literally went 10 times in one day. I had to go up to the bathroom and empty my bowels. It was like literally just me going up there and vomiting.
Like, at one point you're like, should I just go home?
I thought about it.
Yeah.
I literally texted Ashley. I was like, I literally just broke a new record.
Go home, but it was like 2 hours left in the day. I'm like, I can struggle it.
Yeah, I've never left work
I
to
did
go
one
home because like I
shit my
felt
pants.
shitty.
I
Yeah, that
have
makes
all-
sense.
And now I see TikToks and it's like best way to get out of work, shit your pants.
Or throw up. Just immediately go to work and just throw up.
I can do that right now.
Yeah, I could.
And just do that a couple times.
Jay, did we ever tell you that there was a time in our lives where we would just make it? We made it a mission to try and make Tim throw up for the day.
Yeah.
Can I be honest with you guys?
I know that you were doing that sort of on purpose as well.
To go home.
Yeah, to go home.
Yeah. Like
I figured you caught on after a couple like times.
Yeah,
It was
I
like,
could have. It did trigger
quick
it,
time to go home.
but I could have held it in. But
I'm
I
sure.
was like-
I'm sure so.
My mom was.
Because there was a lot of dumb shit that went onto those trays, and you like were immediately. Bleh!
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like okay. So getting back to the shitting the pants stories. So the one that sticks out in my mind that that I just don't think about, but like when I think of a shit your pants story, that's exactly what it is. So I can't remember if it was middle school or high school, right? And I remember I was in a history class. It was I don't remember who the history teacher was. I don't think it was high school, so I think it was middle school. I think it was at Northley. So I'm sitting, we're learning about like Greek history, Greek history, because it has to do with like Hercules and like Achilles and shit like that.
I don't
I remember like the look of the classroom. I can't remember the fucking teacher's name, but like I remember his like it was a dude, and I kind of remember his like physique or whatever.
pedo.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I ever had him as a teacher.
You were blue team, weren't you?
Yes,
Yeah, I think you were blue team.
can't remember.
I was gold team,
Yeah, I can't recall.
which is a weird thing.
You're talking
Yeah.
about middle school, though.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I just remember there
anything.
was two different types of class. It was like two different grades.
I remember we had trailers. There was trailers we had to walk through.
Oh,
'cause they were.
I was in the trailers.
Tim, you belonged in the trailers.
I was in the trailers.
You were one of those rough stallions running amok. If you were in the normal building, so I remember I was like, I remember
Was the
I
smartest
like,
kid in those classes though.
I'm sure you were, Tim.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know why you're here, and I'm like, I don't like to do my homework.
They're like you can actually talk normal. I don't know why you're here.
Everybody else was like, "Duh!" And the other people that were doing "duh" were just Alex Russell. and
Tim, you're
Chris
the only one in this classroom that's not wearing diapers. You're the only one that's allowed to have normal pencils. The rest
Why
of
is
them
your
have to
class
have
so
bendy
small?
pencils. Why is there only 3
Fuck
people
no.
in this classroom? Because he's in a straitjacket and he can't walk.
I had like a lady follow me like for like 2 classes, and I'm like,
I never understood that. I
Well,
always
yeah,
wondered, like,
I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't need you.
I always wondered, like, if in very early in like our school career, if your parents had just gone into school and be like, "Look, he's kind of retarded. He needs
I had
someone to follow him
I
around."
had undiagnosed ADHD.
I don't think you did it.
What?
I think you probably did. and
Or
they
my
were just
mom was like,
"Look,"
I'm not medicating my kid. That's wrong.
or they were like, "We think he might be retarded."
Yeah.
Can you just have him send somebody to follow
Yeah.
her? There had to be some sort of outside.
And then they
source.
put me in the retarded
'Cause-
class, and I
'cause
got
you
like
were-
hundreds.
That's what I don't understand, because you were never an idiot. So like, and you weren't. You said you had to go to like speech classes or whatever, because you said you talked weird when we were young, but I never saw that, or I don't recall it at
I
all.
got bullied out of it.
So I don't. Well, I mean, of course we would have.
No,
we would've
I
definitely
was-
said you
I
were
was
saying some
smoking
gay
with these
shit.
Kids, and
Did you get bullied by the retards?
No. I when I started hanging out with Edgar, I was smoking. I forgot the kid's name, but I said,
Cheney?
I was like, oh, I can't wait to go get some Wanch sunflower seeds, and they were like, Wanch, and I was like, I had no idea I even said my R's like that.
See, that's what's
And then-
crazy, because like you say that, like you said that like you had a speech impediment for like certain words,
And
like I don't ever recall it.
yeah, because I got bullied out of it, and like as soon
Yeah,
as
but
I
you're
heard,
talking about getting bullied out of it like way later in our lives,
yeah, I guess you're right.
because we didn't start hanging out with Edgar and Cheney and Harris.
Here's
till-
the thing: I might have been high and just said it that way, But now in my head, I'm like, do I say it like that all the time? And then,
Yeah.
Being high, definitely that young.
and then I was like, I'm gonna work on that.
You still say words weird.
I do.
Yeah.
No, see, Jason.
Jay's
Yeah.
sleeping.
I am not.
You are
very
definitely sleeping.
quiet on this.
I
podcast.
am
It says he's always
definitely.
asleep.
Did we say
uh,
something to offend you?
No, he's just
comfortable.
sleepy.
I am very tired.
Yeah, you're always sleeping. I've actually thought about like us trying to reschedule these episodes to being like midday Saturday.
Oh my
that
god!
we're
You know how
kinda
much better
fresh.
that would be.
I don't usually be home on the weekends.
I would love that.
What are you doing on the weekends?
I usually work Home Depot on the weekends.
Yeah, but that's like recent.
Oh,
Before,
well,
what are you doing?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, well, then we should have been doing that.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that
would have
has-
loved
that
that.
has
I would have
nothing to do
loved
with me
that.
being
So,
tired
and
now.
by the way, I have said that I would do the podcast at my house.
At the White House?
Yeah, but then we got to move stuff around.
I know, but at least we're all in one room.
Yeah, I mean, we can do that. We just got to get the equipment. That's the only problem with us doing it in one area is that we need to go buy. Well, we need to buy a tripod, and then probably
Get a camera.
somebody who has an iPhone,
Yeah.
or like actually, I don't know. My S22 Ultra probably takes great video, but I don't know how big the video file would be. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
if we just got a tripod, we could probably do it. We could.
Yeah, I'm doing my dining room table.
Let's say we could probably hire Mark to just sit there with
Mark's
the video and just
unreliable
be
though.
like,
I love Mark, but he wouldn't come every Friday.
He's unreliable.
yeah, we could do that. We could actually do it at 9:30 on Friday if we wanted to actually sit around. The only problem is we got to get like microphones. We could get those like wireless
use
microphones
these?
that people do. No, because it's too immobile.
Hmm.
I mean, unless we were to fucking bring microphones, but we could get those like clip-on microphones that like
Yeah, right.
Instagram
Like, all the,
users
yeah,
make.
yeah, that's true.
We could probably just grab them and then just record it to some sort of phone.
Yeah,
I'm sure some way that
True.
they do that.
we'll work on that.
And then we could do it all in the one room. We should look that up.
Yeah, we should.
Well, let's do that later. We've been here for a long time. Does anybody else have anything else that's happened this week? Actually, we didn't talk about anything that like.
No, it was
No.
all personal.
Nothing
Oh,
happened.
this is a personal
Personal
episode. This is a little deep.
podcast.
I never fucking divulged the rest of that shit the pants story.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so we're gonna go through
Yeah.
that. We're gonna go through the I think one of the most embarrassing times of my life. So maybe that's why it sticks out in my mind so much because I'm pretty sure I was wearing khaki pants. So I'm pretty sure that like I thought that like I could get away with this, and I got all the way to my house where I then realized that like, oh dude, you had a fucking stain, bro. You were walking around in khakis with a fucking football at your asshole. So
Swamp ass.
well, 100% swamp ass.
Yeah, it's
on,
just
like,
called swamp ass.
but like also the fact that like nobody was just like, dude, go to the bathroom. What are you doing?
I will say, most people don't tell you smell.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's a
Which is
thing.
wild to me.
Yeah.
Like, granted, it might be rude, but like I feel like
I'm a
people-
person that does that. I feel like I'm a person that goes
like you call people out on being stinky.
yeah.
I don't know. You never told me that.
You don't smell.
My nose is bad at smell, so
My
My-
nose is bad at smells.
it
I,
is.
dude,
That's
I,
your
honestly,
excuse.
I got COVID.
It is.
I'm pretty sure I got COVID. I'm pretty sure right before COVID hit. I'm almost positive I got COVID.
I know
couldn't-
my nose is completely.
I couldn't
fucked. I've had
smell. I couldn't smell anything for like a solid 2 months.
I have probably a 95% deviated septum, and I've been. I want to go to an ear.
I wonder where that's from.
doctor. Not from that, because that clears it right up. Honestly, I should probably do lines before I hop on the podcast. I don't sound so stuffy.
Yeah, you did last week.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you was on point last week.
Yeah, I was just on. I was just on the
dude,
game.
Dude, you were up.
I was
man.
hyped up, dude. I was hyped up, dude.
Did some
There was just
previews
things,
for it,
and like I was planning. I was kind of actually. I had an idea. So there's a rebranding idea that we've been going through. Like, well,
change the name. Yeah.
yeah, the changing of the name of the podcast too. So that I was thinking about like kind of doing a rebranding of the podcast.
Right.
So while I was on my way to work this morning, I thought about it, and I was like, what if like the DGen podcast was like us looking through like clips of degenerate behavior and like us. I thought about it and I was picturing us in like powdered wigs and like sitting here and
We
being
could do
like,
an episode. We could do an episode. Like
we
that.
were talking about like degenerate videos, like we would just show the clip, like, and like
Yeah.
we would just be like, "Are we here for this degenerate behavior?" Hear ye. And then or we kind of like vote upon like whether or not it was valid degenerate behavior or
Dude,
fucking just
Jay-
being a
Jay-
scumbag.
You're probably not gonna be on board for this, but it'd be super funny if you went white face on us.
But what?
Yeah, just powdered
Yeah,
face
like
with some like
super
nice
powdered.
pink lips
Shit.
with like a nice black mole right here on the cheek. Powdered wig.
I'm just saying, you did pop up on the podcast with a KKK outfit on one time.
Yeah. Do it again too. Then.
Yeah, so you wouldn't do a powdered wig?
I didn't say I wouldn't do it.
There we go. Where he's on board. So when we do a rebrand, which eventually we do got to do a rebrand, and I kind of want to reach out to like some people and commissions and maybe some artwork or whatever.
Yeah, Quay might be a good one.
I thought about that. I thought about Quasive.
Quay might be a good one.
To commission some art from him to create our whatever, and then I was like kind of thinking of like maybe doing like some songs or whatever, because like honestly we all know that the name of this podcast is doesn't do well in algorithms.
No.
We actually are finally getting to the point where like when you do type in the name of this on YouTube that this kind of pops up. Like when you type in No Fucks Podcast, it does finally start showing up in the search result.
I mean, we could change it to No F's Given.
Well, that's why I also changed. Like whenever you see a title of it, it's NF Podcast.
Yeah.
So also we didn't talk about any of the things that are in the title. So we'll talk about those things next week.
We should make the title probably after the podcast.
The problem is that you have to put in the title because of YouTube. Yeah. So I put something in there as like I could just put No Fucks Podcast TBB or TBD title.
Number.
But the problem is that then I have to go back and change it, and by the time we're done the podcast, like
Jay,
I'm usually on to doing new things. He's fucking sleepy. He's like this he's been like this for the last 3 weeks.
I can't tell if you're annoyed with us or you just want to go to bed.
No, I just want to go.
Yeah, I always want to just go to bed.
Last 2
you
weeks.
Huh? No, you were cool last week.
Yeah, I was up last week.
That's because I brought all that goddamn energy. I was just fucking ripping.
I will say I got home like that today though.
Just ripping and raring to go, ready to go.
I was listening to Gucci on the way home for like an hour and a half.
Did you hear that new disc? Did you listen to the Diddy Gucci disc?
No.
You didn't listen to that?
Here's the thing. I saw a thing where this famous NASCAR driver was in the Gucci Man. And I was like, because he was like, he's the best ever. He's the best features.
I say you saw you saw.
And I did like an hour and a half drive, and I was like, you know what? I'll put some Gucci. And facts, his features are some of the best songs.
Gucci goes hard.
I forgot how fucking great this guy was.
Gucci is hard.
Some of his like solo songs, a little out there, but like I do remember going on that path back in the day, and like listening to Gucci all the time. It was bringing me back. Fucking Steady Mobbin.
Mixtape John, Steady Mobbin.
Yeah. And I was like, Gucci is the shit. I'm like, Gucci is the shit.
Time of life.
Yeah, Selena Gomez, dude. Yeah.
What a time.
Yeah, like
Fat Gucci was the best.
Yeah, he still is. He's still cooking. He's
still cooking, but Slim Gucci is different than Fat Gucci.
But
he's still cooking. But
because I remember there was a time because him and Waka Flocka were like best boys, and then they had
dude, they were on every other song.
And it is kind of crazy that like Waka kind of got a little up tip because I think Gucci was going on like a down low, and it's kind of funny because like Waka came out with like anything, and now
that's because Gucci Waka started buying like he worked on a farm.
Yeah, Gucci started climbing that like still steady thing, and I'm like, I think Gucci's always going to be around.
We'll still make it off the fucking
Gucci's features are fucking awesome. They're awesome.
Yeah, no, but
you don't like Gucci?
No,
No.
Not even in the slightest. Like, are there some songs that he's done or?
Well, that's what I
features?
meant. I really meant like
Sure,
it's not that it's because
but
Gucci's so great, but Gucci's part of some really good songs.
yes,
Yeah, I forgot about him.
probably like 2, but yeah,
No, dude, I had a whole fucking playlist. I'm like, holy
I
shit.
got about.
I'm like, this is
I'm going one in a shot, just because I might be forgetting one, but there's he was on Rick Ross joint, She on My Dick, and he killed that joint. But I'm sure there's probably one I'm forgetting.
Steady Mom. There's the one with Migos. I forget what it's called. Back when Migos
Back
was
when
like,
Takeoff was alive.
yeah, and before they split up, like that was like
Versace.
Speaking of
I
that,
hated
like,
early Migos.
I loved early Migos.
early Migos.
I loved
Sick,
early
dude.
Migos.
Yeah,
The beginning of
them
like
too.
mumble rap,
Now.
dude.
yeah.
Bro,
Migos fucking owned it.
because I was
Migos
working
featuring-
in a retirement home in the dishwashing room with just literally just nothing but black guys, and like we all just like were just bumping rap. It was just rap music. I was just get turned into all the fucking rap music all the time.
And I'm like, man,
It was
I
just
guess
like, yo, check this shit out.
yeah.
And I was just like, yo, what? This is
And I'm like, what happens if like Quavo and like Offset start doing shit again like that? I'm like, what do they call the duos? Like,
nah, you can't redo
Yeah.
Migos. But like speaking of that, like has anything come of the Quavo and
Drake.
no Chris Brown beef?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
What do you mean?
Did or was it Takeoff?
You know,
No.
No, it was
Takeoff's
Quavo.
dead.
It was Quavo.
Yeah, it's Quavo.
It was Quavo.
Yeah.
Takeoff said, yeah.
Yeah. Did Quavo came back with something? I don't remember. If it was-
Yeah.
Did Chris ever respond?
Not musically, no.
So and also, are we still waiting on a fucking rebuttal from Kendrick?
Absolutely. I'm waiting for also Drake
You
to drop
remember?
another
Remember?
disc.
Drake's already done 2.
And I'm ready for another one. I'm ready for Drake to keep dropping disses until Kendrick come outside. So every Friday I'm excited.
Yeah.
Hope Drake drops.
It's
something.
like, yeah.
I was gonna look today, but I ended up fucking. There's been a whole bunch of fucking drama in the video game world where I spend most of my time. So, yeah, my video game that I enjoy immensely. has
Oh,
decided
yeah,
to
I was
take a
actually gonna
complete
bring that
shit
up.
about that.
Yeah.
Which has
How do you
been
feel about
super
that?
cool. It's super frustrating, dude.
Yeah.
It fucking is
It seems
abysmal.
they turned their backs on their original.
Yeah, but like at the same time, it's also one of those things that like I can see from both sides of this argument, which like a lot of people. So to give backstory on this is that like, so Escape from Tarkov is the game that I've been
I
playing.
meant to bring
for
this up to
like,
Clay earlier too, about to do it.
Yeah, I haven't talked to anybody that I play the game with, about it at all. I haven't like it all happened yesterday. So Escape from Tarkov released this new version of the game that they're charging if you don't own the game, which I would probably say like 75% of the community that plays the game probably owns the $150 version of the game.
But if you got like the $30 version,
If you didn't own the game,
okay,
this new version of this game would cost you $250,
that's wild.
which is insane.
It's insane. That's crazy.
If you, Tim, I bought you the game. You own a standard edition of the game.
Yeah.
If you had went to go upgrade your account to this most recent account, it would probably cost you $150,
That's wild.
which is absolutely insane.
I played Tarkov a couple times. It wasn't for me, and like I kind of got that. But I'm like, I get why people like it. But I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's
it
got
wasn't
like
for
this
me.
hardcore mode thing that's
But
like
at the same time, I don't think it's a $70 game.
yeah, you're right.
You know?
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
It's
And,
not.
and they
I
have
don't
that
think
boosted
it's-
up to 250. I'm like,
It's crazy.
That's
It's
fucking
literally
wild.
insane. So the super thing about it that like literally has kind of opened my eyes to it like as it went on, but like the thing that I got about like okay, so the thing that they made this new PvE mode, which is what the whole everybody that plays the game is mad that they're not getting. Right. All the people who paid $150, they were told in the fucking lines that where you bought it, when you bought it, that you get all subsequential, you get like all the continual DLC for the game for free. So any downloadable content of the original game, Escape from Tarkov, you will get for free.
So it's false advertising.
It is false advertising because they're giving out this downloadable content version of the game, which the reason I think they did this was because they were on a fucking they were on a back pedal. I think they put this out as a rush.
Yeah, because I feel like
so I'm gonna probably
Tarkov was not as big probably as it was 2 years ago.
No, it was big. It's probably just as big. Actually, it's probably bigger than it was 2 years ago because there was a huge thing that came out
I don't see as much videos about
a year ago.
I remember when
it exploded in like 2019 because that's when they started doing drops on Twitch and then people started seeing about the game.
Yeah.
That's when I started seeing some shit about it. And then like once I built a PC, then I found the game again. And then I was like, I'm going to give this game a try. And then I fell in love with the mechanics of the game because I was really into like battle royales.
Cool. I like the mechanics of the game.
Yeah, the game is super cool in the way that it does things.
Yeah.
The ways that it's shitty is that like the net code is complete dog shit. The fucking the audio in the game is complete and utter dog shit. The desync in the game is complete and utter dog shit. And cheating problems in the game is complete and utter dog shit. Besides that, they've made a great looking game that like has things that you've never seen in games, like an FPS kind of shooter.
Yeah.
So besides that, the problem is that they came out with a new mode. They promised everybody who bought the $150 game as like the supporting the developers. Like I'd fell in love with the game 2 years ago, and I was like, I've gotten over 1,000 hours of enjoyment out of this. I'll take the boosts at the beginning of the game. And I'll take the fucking additional space, which was actually the main reason that I ended up spending the money and upgrading the accounts. It was like I kept running in and getting stuff.
Does this new thing affect you or not?
It affects the community.
If this doesn't affect you, who the fuck cares?
Well, I'm not gonna buy it.
So it does affect you.
It does affect me because like it's got things in it that
it's a big DLC that you would want, but you're not going to pay $100.
I wouldn't play it, so that's not the problem. The problem is the extra bullshit that they put in to this package that helps people, that makes it more like a pay to win.
But if you would have bought the game for the $150, this wouldn't affect you.
No, the problem is that the people who paid $150, they want the fucking stupid mode that I wouldn't personally play. And the reason that they're not giving it to everybody, like the reason they're not giving it to everybody who paid the $150, because like I said, 75% I would probably say 75% of the player base gave them $150 already. Right?
Yeah.
It costs money to make servers. These are not just single player offline servers. These are online. You can play with your friends offline. Like they're not like, you won't play players servers. You'll just play computer. You'll play the game, but only against computer. And you'll have computer player, like you'll have computer players, which are the PMCs that are like to fight against, but you could also play with your friends. So therefore it makes it an online game. So therefore that shit needs to be spun up on servers. So the company needs to pay to then be able to put this to store all this data and to have all these games on servers. So they can't afford like also you got to remember this is a Russian company, so I don't know exactly how these things run in Russia.
Yeah.
So for them to have all the servers and shit for like I don't know how many players this game has because they don't do Steam stuff and they don't release the numbers of how many things they are.
Russia.
The closest that we have is like their cheater report account numbers, which sometimes are in like the 30 or 40,000 count. So if you're thinking of like they're banning this many blatant cheating accounts, like there's got to be tens to hundreds of thousands of players that are playing this game, right? So if you were to give to 75% of like say just 200,000 or 100,000 people, you're talking about like 75,000 players to probably you need to be able to allocate server space too. So that way they can play the raids or play the game, right? So the company can't just afford to just like, okay, how many servers do we have? Let's double it so that way we can give them all the single player experience, which there's a mod out there that if you own the game, you can play a single player version of the video game, but it's just not from the developers. It's not from the people who make the game.
You're running off their engine on your own.
Yeah, you're running off of somebody else's server on their engine.
It's like
it's
doing
their
GTA
game, but it's
with like 5M kind of
yes.
deal. Yeah.
So, but like they don't actually, they're not cool with it. Also, so like you could play it, but like if you do play it and you make a big deal about it, you can be banned for it. So, which would then also ban you from this single player mode. So, like that is the main people that people are pissed off about is them not getting the ability to play that, which totally understandable. It's a downloadable portion of the game. You were promised 100% free DLC of the game continually. I should get this. I should get this. That is also something that wasn't stated. They never said that you wouldn't ever get it. Right. They also said like this will. They did also say at some points that like this will only be for this version. Yeah. But like there's a language barrier and like the developer dude changes his mind all the time.
Pulled that with some.
It's a total loophole, and I'm not really like. It's scummy of what they did was like, yo, I paid you $150 for you to give me all downloadable content.
Honestly, if I was a hardcore player of it, I'd be like,
honestly,
nah, I'm good on
fuck them.
Jay was pissed when fucking PUBG that was $30 went free.
I kind of got
4 years ago
because you were like, I spent $30 on this, now it's free.
Yeah,
but at the same time, most video games go down in price. And
unless you're Activision or Nintendo,
I just feel like these are a bunch of entitled kids that are upset that they don't get their toy now.
And I feel like Tarkov's not.
I don't understand why even like.
It's kind of funny putting that price because it's not like Tarkov's like a triple A.
What are you talking about?
No, it's literally made from a company like a backyard company.
It's an indie game.
It's an indie game that they started in a backyard of a Russia studio.
Even though indie games are starting, I mean, they're new.
Look at Helldivers.
Exactly. That's a good, but that's we got lucky with them so far. The developers seem like they're.
Yeah, but they're already feeling the crutch, or the crux, I guess, of being a very popular game. Yeah. So, like this Tuesday, people were like, "Hey, where's the patch? The balancing patch? Why hasn't things changed?" And they were like, "Look, our company is not huge. We have a limited workforce. We can't change things."
But I like how they're responsive with that, though.
Yeah, they are very transparent, and that's how it should be with most companies.
And I like normal people like us. We don't give a fuck. There's gonna be bugs. You're like,
I don't care.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean,
we have a blast playing. Every time I play with you guys, I have a fucking blast playing.
That's exactly what we're about to go do. We got to go unlock some anti-air messages.
Yeah. All right. Jay's like, I'm going to fucking bed.
Yeah, you have to come spread democracy.
I'm spread democracy.
You get too old.
We have to go fight some bots.
I'm tired. You got
on level 9.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, we're on Helldiver now.
Actually, the other night, May and Jay played Helldivers, and I'm pretty sure he slept through half of it.
I did.
I will say, I
He
will say,
was so
Jay
quiet.
Jay is a fucking sleeper diver.
He was a snoozer. He's
No,
a
not
snooze
like no,
diver.
not like snoozer. Like
No, I was
play
on
with-
the sleeping pills.
I play with Jay.
Oh no,
and
yeah, Jay holds it down. He comes
Jay
in
holds
clutch.
it down, dude.
He's a
like I'm like
clutch-ass player.
I was telling Kyle,
Yeah, I'll be
I
around.
was telling Dowski last Tuesday, and I'm like, no offense, buddy, I fucking hate playing with you. And he's like, his one buddy Bill's like, he's always leaving. And I was like, first of all, Bill, you leave too. But I'm like, for whatever reason, I play with Kyle and Jay. We have no problem getting objectives done. I get with you, and I'm like, I don't know if it's you, but like for some reason, double the amount of people come.
Double
And
the bullshit
it's
shows
just
up.
me out there. I'm like, I play with Kyle and Jay. We get it done.
Yeah.
We're spreading democracy. When I'm out there with you, there's a whole bunch of communism.
I'm
Amok.
like, shit fucking hits the fan when I'm with you.
Bunch of communism amok.
Yeah.
That shit definitely happened.
So speaking
You
about
know,
that,
yeah, you know it, Jay. Because me and Jay, I remember we were playing with Dowski, and me and Jay were all
This
doing our
was-
own thing.
Yeah,
We were doing objectives. We were clearing bug hole. We're clearing
it was
outposts.
good.
Yeah, we were fine. As soon as we linked up with Dowski, shit hit the fucking fan.
Yeah,
he's just bringing a whole bunch of bullshit.
yeah.
Yup.
Whole bunch
Like,
of
how
bullshit.
is
Which,
this
like,
happening?
granted, like I've been playing on the higher difficulties, and I've been like exploring the 9s and the 8s and the 7s, and which also I didn't realize that they had changed like the ship modules to like you need to buy level 2 ship modules. You need to play level 7 maps, so that way you can get the super rares. Granted, it's
Yeah.
only 5,
Level 3.
but like the level 3 rares or whatever, the level 3 fucking.
No, that's the whole
shit.
reason why I wanted to do the rare, because I'm like, I'm out of ship modules.
I just wanted to do the.
I'm out
9
of things to
because
buy.
I feel like I need the. I just need
Yeah.
the bullshit of level 9. But,
Yeah.
Until you start going to like the fucking, I did one of those evacuation mission things
Yeah.
where like you evacuate like the people. Bro, never in my life did I ever think that this was fucking possible. Like it's not possible at level 9. It's
it's
not
not.
possible.
Dude, there was a time
And
it
it's
wasn't. By the
part
way,
of every fucking mission.
by the
Like
way,
every fucking 3 missions.
there was a
it's a
time
part of one of
before the balancing. There was a time it wasn't possible on level 7.
Yeah, that's insane.
I remember before they balanced it out, we were doing like level 7. It might have been 6 during the evacuation missions, and it was just like fucking
literally
drop
hell.
ship after drop ship. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, literally
Remember,
replace all.
Quay got in with us, and he's like, what the fuck?
They made this a lot harder.
Yeah.
It's like this got a lot harder.
And
the
I
last
remember
time
like
that
there
we've
was a
done
time
this.
during the when you had to eliminate the bots and stuff. You could do that in a 9 with mortars and stuff, no problem, because the bots would drop like all the way over here, and then out of nowhere they were like, "Fuck them." 3 Hulks are dropping on you right now.
Yeah, double that number now.
Now I hate those missions. I'm like, fuck, we're doing these.
Dude, literally double it now. Like I literally
Yeah.
was like doing one, and we were dropping in, and you would literally die to one of those flamethrower Hulks.
Oh yeah.
They
Oh
were just
yeah.
everywhere.
Dude, once
They
you
were
lose,
everywhere,
once you
dude.
lose your fucking support weapon, you're like fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was insane. So, all right, well,
On
everybody,
On that note,
we've been here long enough. We've been here way too long. So
I gotta
we're gonna go spread democracy. I'll not be live on my Twitch channel, but follow us on follow Jay at Jay Woods. It's in the description. All the numbers
yeah,
and stuff,
it's
all
there.
the links are in the description. Go and link and follow for us. Tim, you need to start making some social stuff so that way I can put it into the link of the fucking
Okay.
or in the description.
Yeah.
Follow us on all the nonsense. Go Trump. And then
or on RFK.
No.
You don't like RFK? I like RFK.
I need my president to be able to fucking speak coherently.
Oh. I was telling.
all I heard was you were spouting nonsense. And communism.
I was talking to Mark, and he's like, "We should make Kanye," but I'm like, "We should." He's like, "We should vote Kanye in now." And I'm like,
All right, I'm going to bed.
"I'm like, listen." I'm like, Mark. I'm like, we need to get shit back on track right now.
Yeah, we can't have Kanye.
I'm
out
like,
here
right
doing
now is
crazy
not a
shit.
good time to be putting Kanye in.
I have no idea what we would do if Kanye got nuclear codes, dude. You can't give that man fucking nuclear codes.
No,
I will say that man makes. Actually, I gotta find his T-shirt. I don't know why I'm looking around like it was just gonna be on the floor, but I gotta take a picture of his T-shirt. I almost bought more of his T-shirts today, but I did buy all of his jogger pants today.
They're comfy though, right?
I bought
Very
the pants are so comfy. The shirt is also comfy, and it makes you want to wear
And
it
you
out.
said that they do have a pair with pockets.
They have multiple pairs of pockets. I have all 3 pairs with pockets coming
Okay.
in the coming
I'm
months.
gonna have to order. How long does that take to get to you? Couple months.
Expected
It is a
around
long
September.
time.
Is he packing
Yeah.
it himself?
He might as well be. He might as well. There's like 4 people in a warehouse that are just packing packages. So, and yeah. I did buy all the fucking Yeezy fucking jogger pants, so there'll be definitely a review on all 3 of them. So I got the gray, the off-whites. There's off-white tees in there and off-white pants that are also on there. And then I got the blacks. So, which I did think was very wild that he didn't re-offer the vulture pants versus the joggers. So I guess the joggers just have pockets.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm taking them. Fuck them.
But seriously, let's wrap this. I have to piss so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've been actually. We will be back next week. We're going to go spread democracy and freedom, and we will see you all next week. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Deuces.
Ba, 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 ba.